Emma sat on her bed, staring out of the window at the golden sunlight pouring into her room. It was a beautiful day, but she couldn't feel the warmth. Instead, a chill settled in her heart. Ever since her best friend Lily moved to another state, everything felt different. The laughter they once shared echoed in her memories, but now it felt distant, like a faint song played on a radio far away. Every morning, Emma would wake up and reach for her phone, hoping to find a new message from Lily. They used to text each other every day, sharing secrets, dreams, and plans for the future. Now, days turned into weeks, and the silence grew louder. Emma felt like a balloon slowly losing air, drifting further away from the happiness she once knew. She missed their late-night talks. They would lie on the grass, staring at the stars, making wishes and sharing their hopes. They had dreams of traveling the world together, exploring new places, and making memories. But now, those dreams felt like fragile glass. Easily shattered by the distance between them, Emma picked up her phone and opened the Messages app. There was nothing new from Lily, just the same old conversations they had shared before she moved. Emma sighed, feeling the weight of her sadness. She wanted to reach out, to tell Lily how much she missed her, but fear held her back. What if Lily was too busy? What if she had found new friends and didn't want to talk to Emma anymore? Thought hurt more than she wanted to admit. That evening, Emma decided to go for a walk. She needed some fresh air to clear her mind. As she strolled through her neighborhood, she noticed the little things, the way the flowers bloomed, the sound of children laughing, and the soft rustle of leaves in the wind. Even the beauty around her seemed to remind her of Lily. They had often taken walks together, talking about everything and nothing at all. As Emma walked, she thought about how much she wanted to reconnect with her friend. She imagined what it would be like to hear Lily's voice again, to share her feelings and hear about Lily's new life. An idea sparked in her mind. What if she sent Lily a letter? Something personal and heartfelt? It could be a way to bridge the distance between them. The next day, Emma gathered her thoughts and sat down at her desk. She took out a piece of paper and started writing. "Dear Lily," she began. Her hand moved quickly as she poured her heart onto the page. She wrote about how much she missed their time together, how lonely she felt without her best friend, and how she wanted to hear all about Lily's new adventures. She even included a funny story from school, just like they used to do. After finishing, Emma sealed the letter in an envelope and wrote Lily's address on it, feeling a flicker of hope. Later that week, Emma went to the post office and mailed the letter. As she dropped it into the mailbox, her heart raced with a mix of excitement and anxiety. Would Lily write back? Would she feel the same way? Emma couldn't predict the future, but she felt a sense of determination swell within her. She had taken a step toward reconnecting, and that felt powerful. Days passed, and Emma kept herself busy with school and hobbies. But she often found herself checking the mailbox, hoping for a response. One afternoon, as she returned home, she noticed a letter sticking out of her mailbox. Her heart skipped a beat as she pulled it out and saw Lily's handwriting on the envelope. With trembling hands, Emma opened the letter and began reading. Lily wrote about her new home, the challenges of making new friends, and how much she missed Emma too. She shared stories about her new school and how lonely she sometimes felt in a place that wasn't familiar. Emma's eyes filled with tears of joy. She wasn't alone in her feelings. Lily missed her just as much. As she finished the letter, Emma felt a warmth spread through her. The distance between them was still there, but now it seemed smaller, more manageable. She realized that even though miles separated them, their friendship was strong enough to bridge that gap. Emma smiled, filled with hope. They would find their way back to each other, one letter at a time. Emma sat at her desk, staring at the letter from Lily. The words danced in her mind, filling her with warmth and hope. She felt a spark of joy knowing that Lily missed her too. After reading the letter several times, Emma decided she couldn't wait any longer to write back. They needed to stay connected no matter the distance. She picked up her pen and a fresh sheet of paper. This time, she wrote with excitement. "Dear Lily," she began, and from there, the words flowed easily. She told Lily about her recent school projects, how she had joined a new club, and the funny things that happened during lunch. Emma poured her heart into the letter, making sure to include all the little details that would make Lily smile. As she wrote, Emma's sadness began to fade. She remembered how much she loved sharing stories with her best friend, and how their friendship had always been a source of strength for her. With every word, she felt a renewed sense of hope. If they could keep writing to each other, maybe they could bridge the distance that separated them. After finishing her letter, Emma carefully folded it and placed it in an envelope. She addressed it to Lily and added a small drawing of a sun in the corner, a reminder of the brightness their friendship brought into her life. She felt proud of her effort and decided to mail it right away. The next day, Emma walked to the post office, her heart light. As she dropped the envelope into the mailbox, she felt a surge of determination. She knew reconnecting wouldn't be easy, but she was willing to try. This was her chance to show Lily that their friendship mattered. No matter how far apart they were. Days passed, and Emma found herself eagerly waiting for Lily's reply. She kept busy with school and her hobbies, but her mind often drifted to thoughts of her friend. Would Lily write back soon? Did she receive Emma's last letter? The anticipation filled her with both excitement and nervousness. Then, one afternoon, as Emma returned from school, she spotted something in her mailbox. Her heart raced as she opened it and found another letter from Lily. She quickly ran inside, her hands trembling with joy. Sitting at her kitchen table, she opened the letter and began to read. Lily's letter was filled with stories about her new life. She wrote about her first day at her new school, the friends she had made, and the adventures they had already shared. Emma felt a smile spread across her face as she read about all the fun Lily was having. But then she noticed a hint of sadness in Lily's words. "I miss our long talks and hanging out together," Lily had written. "Sometimes I feel lonely." In this new place, Emma's heart ached for her friend. She understood that feeling all too well. They had always been there for each other, and now it was time to remind Lily of that connection. Inspired by Lily's openness, Emma decided she would do something special to lift her friend's spirits. That weekend, Emma gathered some of their favorite photos together. There were pictures of them laughing at the park, posing with ice cream, cones, and making silly faces at the camera. She printed them out and decided to create a scrapbook. In it, she included heartfelt notes, memories they had shared, and drawings that reminded her of all the good times. Emma wanted Lily to know that, no matter how far apart they were, their memories would always keep them close. As she worked on the scrapbook, Emma felt a sense of purpose. This was her way of showing Lily that their friendship was strong enough to overcome distance. She hoped it would serve as a reminder that even though they were apart, they were still connected by love and shared experiences. After finishing the scrapbook, Emma carefully packaged it and wrote a new letter to Lily, telling her about the surprise. She felt excited as she prepared to send it off. With each letter and each scrapbook page, Emma realized that their friendship was worth fighting for. That evening, she went to the post office again and mailed the package. As she walked home, she felt lighter, filled with hope. Emma knew that reconnecting with Lily would take time, but she was ready to put in the effort. With every letter sent and received, they could find their way back to each other, stronger than before. Emma smiled, knowing that distance could never break the bond they shared. Emma sat at her desk, gazing at the scrapbook she had created for Lily. She felt proud of the effort she put into it, but a sense of longing still sat heavy in her heart. After mailing the scrapbook, she had been waiting for Lily's response. The days felt long, and each morning she would rush to the mailbox, hoping to see a letter waiting for her. But each time, she found it empty, and that emptiness echoed in her chest. One evening, as Emma prepared for bed, she picked up her phone. She opened the messaging app and stared at the screen. She'd been hesitant to text Lily, unsure if it was too soon after sending the scrapbook. But the silence felt unbearable. It was time to take another step to bridge the distance. Taking a deep breath, Emma began typing. "Hey, Lily, hope you got the scrapbook I sent. I really miss you and would love to hear how you're doing." She hesitated for a moment, her finger hovering over the send button. What if Lily was too busy or didn't feel like talking? But then she reminded herself of the bond they shared. She hit send and immediately felt a mix of relief and anxiety. The next morning, Emma woke up with a sense of hope. Maybe her message would brighten Lily's day. She went about her routine, but her mind kept drifting back to her phone. Would Lily reply? The hours passed slowly, and just when Emma thought she wouldn't hear back, her phone buzzed. Excitedly, she grabbed it and saw a message from Lily. "Hey, Emma. I loved the scrapbook. It made me smile so much. I miss you too. Let's catch up soon." Emma's heart soared. She felt a wave of joy wash over her. It was the connection she had been longing for. They began texting back and forth, sharing stories about their lives. Lily told Emma about her new school, the friends she was making, and her favorite places to hang out. In return, Emma shared stories about her family, her favorite books, and the adventures she had at home. With each message, the distance between them felt smaller. They were reconnecting, piece by piece. After a few days of texting, Emma felt empowered. She wanted to take their connection further. She remembered how much they used to enjoy video calls, laughing and talking for hours. Gathering her courage, she sent Lily a message. "How about we do a video call this weekend? I'd love to see your face." Lily replied almost immediately. "Yes, I'd love that. Let's do it." Emma felt a rush of excitement. The thought of seeing Lily again, even through a screen, made her heart race. On the day of the video call, Emma prepared herself. She tidied her room, brushed her hair, and even put on her favorite shirt. As the time drew closer, she felt a mix of excitement and nervousness. What would they talk about? Would it feel the same? Finally, the moment arrived. Emma opened her laptop and logged into the video call. She could hardly contain her excitement. When Lily's face appeared on the screen, Emma's heart leaped. "Lily?" she exclaimed, beaming with joy. "Emma?" Lily responded, her face lighting up. They both laughed, and in that moment, it felt like no time had passed since they last saw each other. They spent the next hour talking, catching up on everything. Lily showed Emma around her new room, and Emma shared funny stories from school. They both laughed about their inside jokes and reminisced about their favorite memories together. It felt as if they were right back in their old routine, and Emma realized how much she had missed this connection. As the call came to an end, Emma felt a sense of fulfillment. "We should do this more often," she said, her heart full. "Yes, I'd love that," Lily replied. "I miss our talks. Let's make it a regular thing." After hanging up, Emma felt lighter and more hopeful than she had in weeks. They had found a way to reconnect, even from afar. She realized that distance couldn't break their bond. It could only challenge it. Emma understood now that reaching out took courage, but it was worth it. With each letter and video call, they were building their friendship anew. Emma smiled, knowing that no matter where life took them, they would always have each other. Hope filled her heart as she thought about the future, ready to embrace the journey ahead with Lily by her side. Emma sat in her room, her heart feeling lighter than it had in weeks. After reconnecting with Lily through letters and video calls, she felt the distance between them shrinking. They had shared so many laughs and memories, and it reminded Emma of how important their friendship was. But even with the connection they had rekindled, Emma still felt a longing to see her best friend in person. One evening, while scrolling through her phone, Emma had an idea that made her heart race. What if she surprised Lily with a visit? It was a big idea, but Emma felt determined. She wanted to show Lily just how much she meant to her. And nothing could replace the feeling of being together again. Emma quickly began planning her surprise. She found out when Lily would be free and checked the bus schedules to her new city. After some research, she discovered there was a bus that left early Saturday morning and arrived in Lily's city by noon. Emma's excitement grew as she imagined the look on Lily's face when she saw her. The next few days were a whirlwind of preparation. Emma packed her bag with care, bringing along a few small gifts for Lily, like her favorite snacks and a cozy blanket she knew Lily loved. She also wrote a heartfelt letter to include with her gifts. Expressing how much she missed her, and how excited she was to finally see her again. As Saturday morning approached, Emma felt butterflies in her stomach. She woke up early, her heart pounding with anticipation. After a quick breakfast, she headed to the bus station. With each step, her excitement grew, but so did her nerves. What if Lily was busy? What if she didn't react the way Emma hoped? Doubts crept into her mind, but she pushed them away, reminding herself of the strength of their friendship. When Emma arrived at the bus station, she took a deep breath and boarded the bus. As the bus rolled down the highway, she looked out the window, watching the scenery change from familiar roads to new places. Each passing mile brought her closer to Lily. Emma felt hopeful and alive, ready to embrace this adventure. After what felt like hours, the bus pulled into Lily's city. Emma's heart raced as she stepped off the bus. She took a moment to gather her thoughts and then made her way to Lily's new apartment. With her heart pounding, she stood outside the door, clutching the gifts tightly. This was it. She was about to surprise her best friend. Emma knocked on the door, a mix of excitement and nervousness bubbling inside her. Moments later, she heard footsteps approaching. The door swung open, and there stood Lily, her eyes wide with shock. "Emma," she exclaimed, her voice filled with disbelief. "Surprise," Emma shouted, grinning from ear to ear. Lily jumped up and down, her face lighting up with pure joy. "I can't believe you're here. This is amazing." They hugged tightly, and in that moment all the distance and sadness melted away. Emma felt warmth and happiness radiating from their embrace. Once inside, they spent the afternoon talking and laughing, sharing stories about their lives since they last met. They made cookies together, just like they used to do, and the sweet scent filled the apartment. The joy of being together felt like a dream come true. As evening approached, they sat on the couch, wrapped in the cozy blanket Emma had brought. They watched their favorite movies, reminiscing about old times and creating new memories. Emma felt a sense of belonging and happiness that she had missed for so long. Later that night, as they sat together, Emma turned to Lily and said, "I'm so glad I came to see you. I missed you more than I could express." "Missed you too, Emma. I'm so happy you're here. This is the best surprise ever," Lily replied, her eyes sparkling with joy. Emma realized that even though they lived far apart, their friendship was stronger than the distance. They'd found ways to connect through letters, calls, and now this visit. It filled her with hope. For the future, no matter where life took them, they would always find their way back to each other, as the night came to an end. Emma knew they had begun a new chapter in their friendship. They would face challenges ahead, but she felt ready to tackle them together. With a heart full of love and hope, Emma smiled, knowing that their bond could overcome anything. Emma woke up the next morning, sunlight streaming through the curtains. She looked around Lily's cozy apartment and smiled, remembering the fun they had the night before. They had stayed up late, sharing stories and laughing like old times. Emma felt a warmth in her heart, but she also felt a hint of sadness creeping in. This visit was wonderful, but she knew that soon they would have to say goodbye again. After breakfast, Emma and Lily decided to go for a walk in the nearby park. As they strolled under the blue sky, they talked about everything and nothing. Emma felt grateful for this time together, but she also knew that they needed to find a way to keep their friendship strong after she returned home. "Lily," Emma said as they walked, "I've been thinking about how we can stay close, even when we're far apart. I don't want to lose what we have again." Lily nodded, her expression serious. "I've been thinking the same thing. I love our letters and video calls, but I want to do more. We should have a plan." Emma felt a spark of hope. "What if we set a regular schedule for video calls? We could do it every Saturday or Sunday, and we can share our week with each other." "That sounds great. We could start a blog together," Lily suggested excitedly. "We can write about our lives, share pictures, and even have a section for our favorite memories. It'll be like a digital scrapbook." I love that idea," Emma replied, her heart racing with excitement. "It will give us a project to work on together, and it'll keep us connected." They spent the rest of their walk brainstorming ideas for their blog. They talked about the topics they wanted to cover, from hobbies and school projects to funny stories from their lives. Emma felt invigorated by the possibilities. This new project would help them bridge the gap created by distance. After their walk, they returned to the apartment and started setting up the blog. They picked a fun name and chose a bright theme that reflected their friendship. As they worked together, Emma felt a sense of accomplishment and joy. This was a new beginning for them, a way to strengthen their bond and share their lives, no matter how far apart they were. As the day went on, they continued to work on the blog, taking breaks to enjoy snacks and play games. Emma felt a sense of fulfillment, knowing that they were building something meaningful together. She realized that even though they lived in different places, they could create a shared space that celebrated their friendship. That evening, they finally published their first blog post. It was a simple introduction about who they were and what they hoped to share. Emma felt proud as she clicked the publish button. "We did it," she exclaimed, and they hugged tightly now. "We just have to keep it going," Lily said, her eyes shining. "Let's promise to update it regularly. We can even include challenges for each other." Emma laughed. "Like a cooking challenge or a photo challenge. Love it. We'll keep each other engaged and excited." As the sun set, casting a warm glow in the room, Emma felt a sense of peace. They had found a way to reconnect and keep their friendship alive, even with the distance. She realized that it took effort, creativity, and a lot of love, but they were both willing to do it. The next day, Emma had to leave. As she packed her bag, she felt a mix of sadness and hope. Saying goodbye was always hard, but this time felt different. They had a plan, and she knew they would stay connected. At the bus station, Lily hugged Emma tightly. "Promise me you'll write and update the blog regularly. Want to know everything about your life." "I promise," Emma replied, her heart swelling with affection. "And I want you to share everything too. No matter how busy life gets, we'll make time for each other." As the bus pulled away, Emma waved goodbye, feeling tears in her eyes. But instead of sadness, she felt hope. They'd created a bridge to maintain their friendship, and that made all the difference. Emma smiled through her tears, knowing that this was not the end, but a new beginning. Their bond was stronger than distance, and they were ready to face whatever came next together. With a heart full of love and determination, Emma looked forward to the adventures ahead, excited to share them with Lily. No matter where life took them, they were in it together, and that gave her strength. Weeks passed since Emma's visit to see Lily, and they had been busy keeping their promise. They updated their blog regularly, sharing stories, photos, and even some fun challenges. Emma loved writing about her daily life and the little adventures she had. Each post reminded her of the special bond she shared with Lily. They would often video call, laughing and sharing updates, but Emma still missed seeing Lily in person. One afternoon, as Emma sat in her room, she received a notification. On her phone, it was a message from Lily. "Hey Emma, I have an idea. What if I come to visit you this time? I want to see your world." Emma's heart skipped a beat. She could hardly believe what she was reading. "Really? That would be amazing." Quickly typed back. The thought of having Lily at her home filled her with excitement and joy. They could explore her town together, visit their favorite spots, and make new memories. Lily replied, "Yes, I can come next weekend. I'll take the bus, and we can have a fun weekend together." Emma spent the next few days preparing for Lily's visit. She thought about all the places they could go and the fun things they could do. She made a list of their favorite restaurants, parks, and activities. She even planned a small surprise. For Lily, a picnic at their favorite park, where they used to hang out. When Saturday arrived, Emma woke up early, filled with anticipation. She helped her mom prepare snacks for the picnic, including sandwiches, fruit, and cookies. Every minute felt like an hour as she waited for Lily to arrive. Finally, around noon, she heard a knock at the door. "Emma," Lily exclaimed as she stepped inside, her face lighting up with joy. They hugged tightly, both laughing and smiling. It felt amazing to be together again. After catching up for a bit, they decided to head to the park. Emma led the way, excited to show Lily all her favorite places. As they walked, they talked about everything: their lives, their dreams, how much they missed each other at the park. Emma spread out a blanket under a big tree, and they sat down to enjoy their picnic. The sun was shining, and a gentle breeze made the day feel perfect. They laughed as they shared stories and reminisced about their childhood adventures. It was as if no time had passed, and their friendship was just as strong as ever. After finishing their lunch, they decided to play some games. They ran around the park, playing tag and laughing until they were out of breath. Emma felt free and happy, filled with a sense of joy that only Lily could bring. They took silly photos together, capturing the moment and making memories that would last a lifetime. As the sun began to set, they found a quiet spot near the lake. The sky was painted with beautiful colors, pink and purple. They sat side by side, watching the sunset, feeling grateful for the time they had together. "Emma," Lily said softly, "I'm so happy I came to visit. I miss this so much." "Me too," Emma replied, her heart full. "You have no idea how much this means to me. I was worried that we wouldn't be as close again, but this weekend has been perfect." Lily smiled. "We're always going to be close? No distance can change that. We've proven that with our letters and our blog. We just need to keep making the effort." Emma nodded, feeling a surge of hope. She realized that their friendship was not just about being physically close. It was about the love and effort they put into it. It built a strong foundation, and that foundation would carry them through any distance. As darkness fell and stars began to twinkle in the sky, Emma turned to Lily. "Let's promise to always stay connected. No matter where life takes us, we can have more visits like this, and we'll keep writing and sharing our lives." "Absolutely," Lily replied, her eyes sparkling with enthusiasm. "We're in this together, no matter what." With that promise, they felt a renewed sense of hope for the future. No matter what challenges they faced, they knew they could meet them head-on. Their friendship was a treasure, and they were determined to protect it. As they packed up their picnic, Emma felt grateful for the day they had shared. She knew that distance could never diminish the love they had for each other. Together they would face whatever came next, united by their friendship and the memories they created. With joy in her heart, Emma looked forward to all the adventures yet to come, knowing that as long as they had each other, everything would be okay.